Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to uncover how Doctorchao of Doctorchao Gaming uses dummy accounts to troll other Skyrim gamers and modders. Now, Doctorchao is a YouTube Skyrim content creator, among other things. But today we're going to focus on how he uses dummies to troll people on Facebook. Currently, I'm being trolled by him, as you can see. And he's quite vicious in his attacks. This comment here is very typical of what he posts everywhere, whether on other people's YouTube Skyrim channels or Facebook posts. Now, let's see who this guy is.
So, he's black. Link's black.
My black son! My black son! Now each day my heart is getting bigger.
So yeah, we got a black Link now, which is kind of cool. Now I can relate to Link a bit more, because he's black. Or not black, but you know, brown.
Alright, remember his face and his voice. That is Doctorchao Gaming. Now let's see how his Facebook dummy accounts look like. Based on my investigation, the good doctor has 3 dummies, namely Elsworth Bottomley, Scotian Love, and Gentleman Fletcher. Elsworth has already been banned from most Skyrim groups on Facebook for trolling, and is now virtually neutralized and non-existent. Scotian Love, on the other hand, is what Doctorchao currently uses as his attack dog. And presumably, Gentleman Fletcher will take his place when he is banned as well. Now let's take a closer look at their facial similarities. Notice the same facial hair, the same glasses, and the same nasal vents. And of course, the constant need to use a cap to hide his steroid-induced baldness. There is no doubt that he and his trolls are one and the same person. Now, the thing with Doctorchao is that on Facebook, he likes to style himself as someone upstanding and respectable, one who does not tolerate trolling. Here, you will see him promote on his YouTube channel his group, which supposedly gives no troll quarter. Never mind that it is just a vanity club meant mainly to feature his own Skyrim content.
So here you're greeted with a beautiful courtyard of marble. Alright guys, so before I continue with the video, I'd like to invite all my viewers from here and also anyone on any other Facebook groups to join my Skyrim group. It's brand new, called Skyrim Judgment Free. The reason I named it that is because I'm in a bunch of other groups, and in all those other groups, everyone's constantly trolling each other, making fun of each other for stuff that they post, their type of content. So basically, I want to start a group where, you know, we've got like-minded people. You're free to join, post your content, post your pictures, your videos, anything that involves Skyrim, feel free to post in the group. And like I said, it's judgment free, so I don't want anyone coming in here trolling, making fun of anybody, starting any drama. If there's something that somebody posts that you don't like, keep it scrolling. No one's putting a gun to your head, no one's forcing you to comment or make jokes. And I also have a lot of content on here.
Notice that this newly minted group has only one member, that being no one else but Elsworth Bottomley, which can only mean that the creator and administrator of what Doctorchao calls my Skyrim group is also the same man behind the Elsworth dummy. Now, this fact is corroborated by Elsworth himself,
So before I continue with the video,
posting the same video on a Skyrim Facebook group.
I'd like to invite all my viewers from here and also anyone on any other Facebook groups to join my Skyrim group. It's brand new, called Skyrim Judgment Free. The reason I named it that is because I'm in a bunch of anything that involves Skyrim, feel free to post in the group. And like I said, it's judgment free, so I don't want anyone coming in here trolling, making fun of any. Keep it scrolling. No one's putting a gun to your head, no one's forcing you to comment or make jokes. And I also have a lot of content on here, like videos and photos that I can't, you know, show on YouTube,
It's all about Elsworth.
that I can post here instead. So, you know, I've got a lot of photos and stuff like that that I can't really get away with on YouTube that I can get away with on here. So, yeah, feel free to join, guys. It's an open group for now.
The thing here is that Doctorchao, as a devious, two-faced double dealer, constantly denies any connection he has with Elsworth Bottomley. In this particular screenshot, you can see him saying, "I don't know what your problem is with this Elsworth guy, but leave me the fuck alone." In another sentence, did you just pick my name out of a hat for someone to start harassing and showing your stuff between you and this Elsworth guy in a different group? Implying that he doesn't know his very own dummy account. And how about this one? Here he still denies, unbelievably, his connection with Elsworth, even though he has already been shown the picture, proving his facial similarity with his other dummies. He goes, "And I am not them." Now, what does Doctorchao as Elsworth do? Elsworth as Doctorchao likes to pick on people whose Skyrim modded game, graphics, or rig are inferior to his own setup. Take, for example, when he takes a dig at a guy who just bought a computer with specs not as high-flying as his own. Because Dr. Chao is a YouTube content creator who needs to maintain his channel and following, he wants to keep under the radar and be respectable in Facebook communities. So he lets his trolls do his handiwork. So let's first take a look at how he uses Elsworth, who has since been universally banned from virtually all Skyrim groups. You can consider Elsworth to be the Mr. Hyde to the Dr. Jekyll called Doctorchao. Now, one thing about Doctorchao is that he is completely predictable and consistent. Notice his favorite phrase here, this jumble of random mess. A phrase repeated in one of his trolling comments on a YouTube channel featuring the same content. Now, Dr. Chao also uses Scotian love to repeat his very own ideas. Elsworth himself has acknowledged Scotian love as being a troll account, a dummy account. This is damning evidence that finally reveals the connection between the three dummies. Now let's go back to Elsworth's comment. This jumble of random mess, a phrase similarly repeated by Scotian love. This is just one big jumble of random mess. This is just one big mess of random stuff happening. Just a big mess of random stuff happening. This is the most random clump of mess I have ever seen. Bastardry repeated again and again. Now, Dr. Chao is someone who obsessively repeats the idea with vicious gusto, like a drooling man-child let loose in a candy store. Now notice that Scotian Love says, run in thin air as you were Wild Coyote, as if you were Wile E. Coyote falling off a cliff. Take note of that comment. One big mess. Now, sometimes Doctorchao uses Elsworth Bottomley to comment on two separate occasions on just one post. Again, you will see the comment Wile E. Coyote, the Wile E. Coyote comment being made by Elsworth. So here he says, in the same spot in mid-air like the coyote chasing the roadrunner. And you will actually see how uncannily similar it is with Doctorchao's remark on a YouTube post that featured the same mod. He says, like how the coyote does when he runs off the cliff, but doesn't notice he not on solid ground no more. Jesus, such grammar. Now, here is Scotian trolling, accusing others of cheating when he sees modders trying out new mods and powers. Because Doctorchao is a content creator, he sees his own self-worth in the number of likes and followers he has. So he trolls posts by pointing out the scarcity of likes a post has. So here he is saying there are more laugh emojis than likes. So he's quite particular about the number of likes a post has. And the same behavior is shown by Doctorchao himself.
And welcome to the first episode of
when he says, damn, 7 views, ouch. Notice here that Scotian himself, when saying that the post has more laughs and likes, he actually contributed a haha react to the post. Now, since I have said that Doctorchao needs to keep under the radar to avoid being banned from Skyrim groups because he needs to promote his content for pennies, the most trolling he could do is carpet bomb threads with laugh emojis as a way of encouraging and validating people who share his view. Most of the skullduggery, therefore, is done by Elsworth and Scotian Love, who are used in tandem and simultaneously to bully, as in the case where both dummies are seen deploying the same laugh emojis when ganging up on a post. Both are actually used simultaneously to make loosely similar comments stolen from another dummy, as in the case here where they will take the idea of a thread starter who said, "What other games do you play on Nintendo Switch?" and they start using that idea to bully a post. Both of them having a variation of that idea. Because Doctorchao makes a big deal of his PC modding, his favorite trolling theme is comparing another modder's graphics to that of a console's, thus unwittingly throwing PlayStation and Xbox users under the bus with his stabs. There you have it, an open and shut textbook case of how a desperate, validation-hungry troll operates.
Link's black.
My black sun! My black sun! Now each day my heart is getting bigger!
The question that needs to be asked now is, why do Skyrim communities need people like him?